Hi everyone, my name is Beryl Bender Birch and welcome to this episode of Talking Yoga. We are here in Ridgefield, Connecticut at the beautiful yoga studio Yoga Shala. I'm here with longtime friend. I'm so excited to have a chance to visit with Tim Miller. Welcome, Tim.
Thanks, Beryl.
Michelle from Floyd, Massachusetts asked, what is your favorite limb of the 8-limb yoga path?
Okay, I'll pick one, just for Michelle's sake. Many years ago in India, I went to see a Vedic astrologer for the first time. And Vedic astrology is slightly different from Western astrology. Things shift back almost a full sign. So I'd spent all my life thinking I was a sensitive, emotional Pisces. And then in the Vedic system, I become a cool, detached Aquarius. So the guy's looking at my chart, and I had a lot of things in the sign of Aquarius, like 5 planets in Aquarius. And so he looks at my chart, looks at me and says, oh, I can see from your chart that you have a keen interest in the practice of pranayam, and you like to do the long retentions. I said, really? How did you know that? He said, oh, very clearly. It's here in the chart. So in Sanskrit, Aquarius is kumbha, the water pot. And, that's the symbol that's used for retention, of course, in pranayama. Kumbha cup. So the sign of Aquarius is related to the practice of pranayama. So, pranayama is something I've been practicing for the past 36 years or so, and had the good fortune to learn directly from Pattabhi Jois. And unlike asana practice, where you reach a physical peak at some point, and then you begin the long, slow decline. Pranayama is something that seems to just keep getting better.
That's
over
a
age.
Great point, Tim. No, I've never heard anybody say that, and that's a great thing to think about. You're right. It does keep getting stronger and better, more enjoyable. I mean, that's certainly what's happened for me. That's great to hear.
Plus, all those planets in Aquarius are in the 10th house, which is the house of profession. So I'm teaching pranayama as well this weekend.
This weekend, well, I might have to cancel my plans and hang around. One more quick question. At what point do you begin the study and the practice of pranayama?
Well, this is a very controversial question. And in the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali suggests that one should have some reasonable mastery of asana before attempting pranayama. But, what constitutes reasonable mastery? I started doing pranayama after practicing asana for 9 months, which, I don't know if that's reasonable mastery. But I was sort of on the Samadhi Express, so I finished the first series in 4 months and started the second series. And by the end of 9 months, I think I was doing all of the second series. So at the time, Pattabhi Jois was inviting people who were doing second series or beyond to practice pranayama. And then later he became more strict and wouldn't teach it until people finished third series, which is setting the bar pretty high, effectively eliminating about 99% of potential candidates, which I think is kind of unfortunate because I think it's a very important part of the 8 limbs, and sort of a transitional piece between, the external practice and the internal practice. So, from my experience, one's ability to do asana doesn't necessarily translate into one's ability to do pranayama. I mean, I've known people who are extremely advanced asana practitioners that struggled mightily with pranayama. And the other side of the coin is, I know people who will probably never do beyond first series that have an amazing pranayama practice. So.
I think that covers it. Great answer. Thanks, Tim. It's been great to be here with you. Good to see
It's
you.
been great to be